friends, it's Julie with Butterfly Papers, and today I am trying to make a cover for this journal. I'm not sure if I'm sharing the footage of before because it was all a hot mess. We'll see how the video turns out. But anyways, if I haven't, I am making a King of the Wind by Margaret Henry, a wonderful childhood memory book out of this old book. And I had made 4 signatures to split up the pages that I wanted to include, and I realized as I was making them that this original spine from the book is just too small, so I took it apart. And now that I have taken it apart, where is the back cover? That this just isn't working. I've made a spine, so what it would be like is like this. So it would be that big of a book. And that is fine, but then I was thinking, well, how am I going to join this piece to this? And I really would like to have fabric, but I don't have the particular fabric that I would like, because I also don't want to cover this up. So I'm just in this dilemma. But what I found, I did some searching in my fabric stash, and one thing I found that I like is this piece. This is some fabric that I got in India. I used to teach handcrafts in India. This is a part of what they call a salwar kameez outfit. 1,000 rupees is what I paid for it. But I never got this one made up into the suit, which is okay because I probably wouldn't have gone back to wear it anywhere. Anyways, I really like this because it kind of matches the Arabic feel to it. It's probably not it's India, but it's got that foreign, beautiful, textured feel to it. So I was thinking, well, maybe that is what I will use to put on the spine. And I would probably cover this up too. And then I was like, should I make this a soft cover journal? And then I have this, which I could make this into the cover and then cover it with fabric. So this is my dilemma. If I did this, I need to open this up, and I'll just go ahead and do that. So because I usually make things out of a whole book cover, such as like this, and I just make everything fit into it. But when I am working with an actual book that I want to preserve some of the story, everything changes. And this book is not like a standard sized book. It is more of the young adult children's book. It's a bigger size than usual. So I also wanted to make sure like these pages will fit in the book. So I didn't want to make it any smaller. Okay, so if I did this, just to see what it would look like. I obviously would not use the whole piece, but I could just maybe make it like this big and have that as a spine. And then I would cover it. The question is, I think, well, not the question. I really love this artwork in the cover, and I want to be able to use that. So I might use that on the cover. But what I might do is take the pretty part of this fabric and make it into, put it on the spine. I just don't know. I don't know. I gotta decide before I do something with it. This is beautiful fabric. This is from Cashmere Imports. It's wool. But honestly, I would not use it in the US. I live in Montana. Maybe, if I wanted to, I can make it and have a shawl made out of it or a scarf. I think it would make beautiful. But I've had this for years, and it's just been sitting there. And yeah, I actually have a box and a suitcase full of Indian clothes that I need to know what to do with, and I might start making up fabric samples for you guys. We'll see, because it's more than I could ever use. But on the other, there's also these beautiful floral embroidered flowers too. Okay, so I think either way, this is going to be on the spine, and I don't know how it's going to be yet. But I think I'm going to go ahead and cut out a piece. I would want it centered on this, so with this symbol. Or I could go this way too, and it would just be part of it. That would be another way to do it. This way you can have it flow over the top. I don't know. It's so pretty. How do I cut it? Let's just pretend. We're playing pretend. Where's my other cover? That I have made this with this on the edge. Like that. That is quite pretty, isn't that? Or I have made my journal, and actually I would probably orientate it like this. So this would come over the front. Like that. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. And if I bring it over the front, then I could keep this. I know the colors are not the same, but I could also embellish. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Yeah, let's just do it that way. Just have to make a decision. And it's so hard to make a decision sometimes. So, do I want to center it? Yes, I do. So we are going to get my fabric scissors that I have labeled. And we are going to, I'm just going to cut down the center here, like how it started there. And I know I'm not going to need that much fabric. Oh shoot, this is not cutting it, literally. I think somebody didn't use it for the right purpose. Make sure I'm not doing a double layer there. Alrighty, so then I would like to leave some selvage on the edge, but I'm going to just cut it up straight up. This is so gorgeous. So I want to have just the trim coming over, so I'm going to fussy cut around there. So, but let's see what it looks like in the book. Oh gosh, that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. But back it up a little bit like that. And then I need to do something with the rest of the book cover. I think we have a winner. I could actually do this because then you can see it better and I can move it over farther. So I probably didn't need that extra, but I will use that in somewhere else. So that is going to be the cover. And now I just have to figure out how to do something on here. I do, wait, okay, let's see here. If I cut this, I just don't want to do too much. Then just about, I'm just going to pull this over so I know about where to cut and just do that, trim this off. There we go. So we'll have this, and then I have this piece. So I'm wondering if I could come along here and put that there. I think so, but I think I will trim it down to a little bit more of a shape. Like that. Yeah. So we'll do that. And then I just feel like there's something else we need to do here. But this is beautiful. This is better than I thought it would be. So I'm not going to do anything with this right now. Let me see what other trims that I have. I have this shawl that I have been saving for something. That, I don't know if that's the right coloring. But that would be kind of neat, actually, to have this kind of coming off the bottom. Actually, that's not bad. So if I just trimmed off part of it, maybe to the part of the horse, and had that go across there. Let's see what else we have. And then I could probably follow up with it a little bit on the top with that netting. Just trying to get that rich fabric look, and I don't know if I have anything here. From what I have available, because I really don't want to go out and buy anything else, this is what I have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off the edge here. Actually, I'm going to not do the cover, complete the cover, until I'm ready. But I have all the stuff that I want to put on. Because I need to do the spine and wrap around, and I need to line, make the signatures. So, but we're at a good starting point. So I really am happy with this so far. So what we need to do now is to wrap this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it in more of that fabric. I'm going to put my ribbons away. Bring this back and wrap this spine in this fabric. And okay, so I want it to be upright, so we want to have a piece that is, I want to completely wrap it. I want the flowers on it. Yeah. Okay, is there anything over here? No. Okay. Look at that. Okay, so I want to have flowers on it, and I think then I have to put it over here. I only need about like this much. Probably is too much. It's always good to have a little more than not enough. And then I will cut to the top of these flowers. Okay. All right. And I know I have too much excess over here, but I'm just going to check to see how much excess I have. Way too much. And I think we'll cut it there. Okay. And I did cut too much on the other side too. Like that, but not actually too bad. I'm just going to trim off a little bit because I don't want it to overlap. So I really should just get my rotary cutter out and do a nice straight line, but then I have to get up and find it and all that. So it's just easier to do this way. And it doesn't matter if the edges are perfect. I'm going to use up some more of this. Oops. What is this stuff doing in there? Sticking in there. Okay. I'm going to use some more of this spray fabric tack that doesn't spray anymore because I think that'll work really nice. I don't want to use just regular, oops, that's a little bit much. Just put the glue on regularly because, unevenly, because I don't want this to show too much. I just want it all to be even. So that's what we're going to do. Now I want to have, where are you? It's not really going to matter probably in the end, but I want to have as many flowers on here as possible. Okay, like that. It's good enough. Okay. And I feel like when I did that, some of this glue unhinged. So I'm just gonna, oh, I don't know if I like that. Okay. Next thing is to trim off the corners. We'll see if this dries like that. And it actually is a good test because this will be not really visible in the spine. But when I get to like the cover, I really want to know how the glue performs. Okay, so let's do the edges. And I noticed that when I applied it on the cardboard, I didn't have the bleed through. So we'll see if that follows through. And this side won't be really showing. So it's a good place to test the glue out. And this one I'm going to put the glue on the tab just to see how it dries. And then we have this. Okay, so I must have moved my edge because there's this overlap. So I'm going to trim that off. That's better. Okay. All right, so yeah, just okay, there is our spine. This is totally wet. I'm just gonna move that out of the way. And I'm so sticky. Okay, so in order to connect these three pieces, I need to have something strong. So this is when I'm back. I bet you didn't know I left. Anyways, this has been drying, and I've noticed it's still a little wet, but I really don't think that it's going to dry. I think it's going to dry like this. So I have to be careful when using this to not put it on the fabric, but put it on what the fabric's going to be attached to. So good to know, and it's a good testing spot. This side does not matter because this will not be visible. The only thing is I feel like I need to add an extra little layer, but maybe it'll be okay. I think because I'm going to be covering it out both sides with fabric. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I should do another layer. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, what I was trying to find is some ribbon that would go here, but I think I used up the ribbon that I had before, and so what I'm just going to do is use more of this fabric and carefully have that there. And I think the way I'll do that is by tearing the fabric. So I'm hoping, I know some people can remember how to figure out the grain of the fabric. I am not one of those. I'm pretty sure the grain of the fabric is going to go this way because I want it to go the other way. That's just the way it is. So I'm going to try, let's see here. This is about the width that I would want it. Let's see what happens. Like I said, I don't think this is going to work. Okay, so we're going to go the other way. I just want it torn. Oh my gosh, this stuff does not tear either way. Huh. I'm going to do a little bit more of a notch. Okay, so this fabric does not tear. Great. All right. So that means I have to cut it by hand, and hopefully I do it even. I actually am going to use the selvage edge then, because that way at least I have one edge that is going to be straight. And okay, wish me luck. Oh, that's my Dexcom. That's probably why I'm having trouble thinking. My blood sugar's low. Oh, okay. Thought I had a minute to just sit here while my dog was otherwise occupied. And it is not very sunny outside today. We have overcast and smoke going on. Yes, our friend the smoke. Lots of fires today in Montana and around, and I'm sure there are many other places affected by smoke. It's just sad. I'm going to finish this and then see what it looks like. Hopefully I don't mess up because I'm getting a little brain foggy. Okay, so this will go there, and then, you know, I think I am going to make another piece, because it's what I'm going to do is a piece will be there, and then I'll have this there, and this there, and this will go on top. Yeah, I'm going to make another piece. Talk about second guessing yourself the whole way with this one. I feel like I'm making a journal for the first time, like I've never made one before. I don't know why. This one is a struggle bus. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make another one. And then it'll only probably come out like this far. I'll probably make it only go so it can keep as much of the picture as we can. Okay. Oh, man. Yep. Okay. Back to the drawing board. I'm going to get a snack.